Rafaela. On top of that, the Irithel, the Valentina as well. They can go back and forth quite well, and they'll pick up a Lancelot as well. A hero on paper that doesn't do too well against that Minotaur. You want to dive in? You get caught in the Minotaur for the gold buff steal. But in terms of HP, resources, it does seem like, wait, up top there's a gank, there's a Thorn Rose as well. Sapat taken very low as Luke tries to jump in for more. Zorn, unfortunately, not able to connect onto that. The shred happens and Zorn should be taken down. That's a Thorn Rose and a Retry with a Phantom Execution to get him out. But Warlord is looking to rotate up top. Just gets a good Ghost Burster in. Not enough damage. Another shred onto Chibi. And a gold buff will be secured still by Chibi. Luke should be taken out. The Holy Healing gets him a bit more, but it's not enough to get him out. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Oh, penalty zone not connecting.
Beloyski still able to get out, but it doesn't mean that he will stop harassing. Look at the damage coming in from Beloyski. Sapat is the one forced to run away on a Terizla against a Rafaela.
And by doing that, he's also delaying the wave. Meanwhile, Chibi already rotating as well. Purple buff for Chibi, orange buff for Niall. Shield Unity going to be used up, and Luke is able to dodge away from now as Zorn gets chunked quite low, but now it's going to be Beloyski who gets knocked up, but the Nether Realm helps him out. Midden Fury knocking him up, and that's Beloyski taken down. Another Nether Realm for the side of Warlord, saving Homeboys from this skirmish, and that's a big win for the Malaysian.
Considering the choices of emblem he's utilized, but Beloyski actually uses his ultimate here.
Good Shield Unity. Beloyski taken down for the second time in this game in the bottom lane. You can see the pressure building up, like we mentioned earlier in the draft. Facilitating Ryzel to get out of lane as fast as possible. Not as good as he was able to match up against that Bruno last patch. Now jumps in, looks for the steal. 3v1. Midden Fury though dodged away from Sapat roaming as well. Penalty zone locking Niall down, and it's a mega kill for Homeboys, specifically for Sapat in this lane.
Going for something like just additional movement speed and the Wilderness Blessing.
Let's say it's Chibi versus Niall on the Retribution department, but Homeboys has a good setup. Penalty zone flicker combo from Sapat. Beloyski able to escape. Niall looking for the steal right now, but it's going to be Chibi who secures it. Minions Fury dodged away from Ryzen with the flicker forward onto Beloy with a Worldy. Gets the damage on, gets Beloyski down for the third time. And too good for Geek fam though. Have been amazing for Homeboys on the other side. Sapat now going to be ganked up, and that's the shred that we expect. A good penalty zone though. Delays the small pickoff for a bit, and Ryzel's able to capitalize on that by a turret up top, which he's able to take in a 2.4k gold lead. But I guess Geek fam have been farming quite well. Niall, puncture in the mid lane as a Holy Baptism connecting onto Zorn, trying to use some damage. A Abysm Strike as well. Zorn forced back. That's a good Midden Fury, but it's cancelled that way. A pickoff, and now they're running for the hill. Geek fam going to be engaged on it. Chidera taken down by the Ghost Bursters. Luke forced to flicker.
Forced to give over that next neutral objective. And now Sapat, actually, he might be in trouble.
DPZ not going to be able to get him out, but I might have spoken too soon. Sapat with an outplay. It's Ryzel who capitalizes, and Niall gets taken out in the bottom side of the map.
4k gold lead for the Malaysian representatives right now as they're looking to get more. It's putting on some pressure in the mid lane. You can see that Zorn is looking for that proper opening. As look at this, Chibi.
Shield Unity locking Luke down. That's also a Shadow Stampede that brings him back in desperation. He pops that second skill to shred Chibi down, but it's not enough to take him down. Homeboys are pushing the snowball.
And look at this, very quick to the next neutral objective. That Lord, it's being blitzed.
For sure, Retribution on point as usual, as expected from Chibi. And it's just Beloyski who gets sacrificed here. Homeboys with a big win again. He actually does not have too much pressure on towards the backline of Homeboys, especially considering Ryza already has it with a nature. He can free hit onto the turret just like that. He might be able to use this Lord to maybe look for an end. Beloyski gets taken low, has to use a Holy Healing to pass with a flicker penalty zone engage onto the back. Niall in desperation jumps into the puncture, but the base is wide open with the Lord as well. They're gonna go straight at it, and Homeboys takes Geek fam down in the group stage 1-0 in the best of one.
Clean performance by the Malaysian representatives, Homeboys, showing Geek fam what champions are made of. Beautiful performance, so clean. Geek fam, they had no idea what hit them.
A stomp in a match where we